Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Brightwell and we're down here at Studio One Vintage Guitars. It's very good to be back. I'm being over stateside in the USA. Back in New Zealand, got in 2 days ago, flew in at 6 AM. Got a little bit of jet lag right now, but we're back. It's very good to be back. And we have some new friends here in the shop. We also have a new partner in crime. He's just sleeping on the floor in front of the camera, but hopefully he'll come and join us at some time during the video. So, how have we all been? It's been a month. It's been a while. We've had some new things going on. If you've been watching the channel, we've got some new video format coming through from some new guitarists, some great guitarists, guys that have partnered with us before, and new characters. We also have the new spaces on the way. You've seen the video, it's concrete right now, but we're going to have some hardwood floors soon. Hopefully we'll be getting there at the end of this month. But let's just start with what we've got new in shop. We've got an OM-28, a 2023. The serial number on this one is 2742165. We have all the things that you want in a great Martin. Arguably Martin's best guitar, the OM. So let's just have a little listen to it. Bit of G. So what we have here is we have a long scale Martin, so that's a 25.4 scale length. So that's like your D28s. If you are in the world of flat picking and dreadnought playing, sometimes the OM model can be a good break from that volume that you get from the dreadnought. You get a much more balanced sound out of the OM-28. A smaller body means you get a kind of tighter bass response. Also, these instruments love to be tuned down a whole step, so you can kind of tune it down to drop D or even D standard tuning. I'm a big fan of the OM. Of my personal guitar is a OM Cutaway, so I have a lot of good things to say about these guitars. The brief history of this instrument is they emerged in 1929, and by 1934 they had disappeared. They only were made for a few years. The dreadnought's popularity at the time forced Martin to focus on them entirely. They continued making the triple O, but they wanted to make a kind of a division between the OM being a shorter scale length, being a triple O, and the dreadnought being a long scale length. So nowadays those guitars are incredible, and recently when I was over in Nashville at Growing Guitars, I played 4 OMs from that period. Absolutely incredible. But I do have to say that playing those and then playing the newer OMs and kind of playing kind of from 10 years old, 20 years old, and brand new ones, the new ones are very, very good. We don't have the Brazilian Rosewood that we have in the old ones, but the design is the same. The guitar is good. Oh, I think we have coming into shot here our best boy, a good boy, Mr. Terry Wynn, Garrick's dog. Terry is visiting us in shop. He is a very good boy and he likes the pats. So anyway, let's do a little bit of guitar. So here is Leo Cocky's Fishman. I have to pat him every few seconds, otherwise he starts to grumble and groan. So yes. So let's just go over the full specs of this instrument. So we've got a spruce top, Sitka spruce top with East Indian rosewood back and sides. We have beautiful straight grain rosewood here, and we have on this top here, we have kind of wide grain all the way through here. From here to here we have wide grain, and then it gets a bit tighter in the middle. Now that is a hallmark of Martin wood selection. You know, the wider grain means kind of longer growth, longer summer growth, and the tighter grain is kind of shorter growth, and so you have a bit more stiffness here, and on the low end we have or on the sides, I mean, we have a bit more movement. So the idea is that the top can kind of move a bit more on the sides. We have an ebony bridge with plastic pins. We have a bone saddle and a bone nut, and the neck profile here is a modern low profile neck, and the width is a 1 3/4. So this is kind of your standard width of a neck, and this is the kind of the neck profile is what you'd find on most modern Martins nowadays. So if you're wondering what is the neck profile on this, you can go into a local shop if you can't come into us, and you can just check out any modern Martin. That's the D28s, that's the D18s, and you can just kind of give a feel what this neck is like. On the tuners, we have open back Grovers with the brass gearing. We also have a volute on the neck. We have some beautiful kind of mahogany wood here on the neck. It's very nice. The trim is ivoryed all the way around, and especially on the heel cap. And we have a herringbone purfling all the way around. Herringbone purfling originally came from Germany and was imported by Christian Frederick Martin, and today we still use it on Martin guitars. It has its own unique sound. That's what makes the HD28 so sought after. I'm in the personal belief that the binding around the sides does have its own quality and tone, and so the herringbone has its own special sound to it. I recommend playing a bunch of Martins, and you can slowly start to hear this difference. And just to kind of cap it off, we have the zipper down the middle of the back seam of this guitar. So yeah, very, very nice instrument, brand new. So very interesting how it sounds already straight out of the box. I've played a lot of new Martins in the last year, and my impression is that the new Martins are sounding phenomenal. Just across the board, all of them are sounding great. The only ones that I haven't played, actually I've played basically all the new models. The only thing I haven't played is a brand new D45 so far. So we're going to go into drop D. Now the OM-28 lends itself really well to fingerstyle guitar, so that means you can kind of start getting into the open tuning. So I'm in drop D, and I'm going to play a song called Santa Cruz. I'll do a little bit of a... Now I'm really muting hard on my right hand. I'm going to really hit the thumb on the D string, the high string, and really hit it hard, and you can get this great kind of bounce and pop from the guitar. Open. Say we have the strings that came on it. So this is the SP Phosphor Bronze from Martin. So very nice, bright sounding strings. Have a really good low end response. So let's just kind of, where can we go from here? Well, I think from here, I'm just going to talk about, if you're still watching this video, you're most likely one of the people that we see often, or one of our good friends. So leave us a comment below if you're here from a long time ago. We've been doing this for a year now. I'm going to just kind of talk about what I did in Nashville recently. I've got these other two guitars here, so I'm going to kind of talk about it in part. But basically the trip was a month, and we went up, my girlfriend and I, Meg, we originally went up to see her family in Wisconsin. So we did that for a week and a half and got around and saw some guitars and did some holiday stuff. Then we got down to Nashville, Tennessee, and first place I go to is my second or third home, Gruen Guitars. It was great to catch up with George Gruen and the team. It was my second year there. I filmed a lot of videos and I got to play pretty much everything. What happened while we were there that was really interesting? I got to play George's new Versatile, which is a very interesting instrument, and I also got to play a lot of vintage guitars that I hadn't seen before. So I played an OM-45 in 1931, so finally got to play one of the rarest of rare Martins, an absolutely incredible instrument, playing, you know, comparing the early OM-28, so there was two 1930s and 1931 and the OM-45-31, comparing all of them, you can kind of hear how they changed. They slightly built up the guitars over time. I also got a chance to play a early 1939 D18 and a 1940 D18, and got to kind of play them and compare them to our 37s that we've had here. Also, you may be aware that one of our 1937s was taken back up to America and taken back to its home, and it's with a friend of ours, Sean Brock. If you want to check a video of that, you can check out his channel. He's a great friend. But yeah, other than that, I just kind of went around and got to meet a few people, had some chance meetings with some great players, met some really wicked Australian musicians, and yeah, just Nashville was an absolute hoot. So, I'm going to continue on with the stories after this video, but anyway, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share. A big thanks to Terry for popping in. He's a very good boy, and we'd appreciate you if you leave a comment telling us how good of a boy he is, because he can in fact read. And last but not least, we have Josh Thomas behind the camera. It's been a month here with the team kind of split up and far away, so we're all kind of getting back together. Garrick is right now in Australia looking for all sorts of guitars. He has just brought back a really wicked 1936 Gibson J45 style reissue. So yeah, we'll be doing a video for that soon. But anyway, we're going to have the D41 coming up, and we're going to do the 0028 Eric Clapton, and we might do a comparison as well. So yeah, stick around guys, we'll see you soon. Good to be back. Cheers.